Gabos, appreciate you guys for tuning in. I rock with you if you rock with me. Remember, subscribe is the vibe, bro. Your man is on the road to 4K. Humbly. Yo, ain't no more talking, bro. Like I kind of don't know what to feel about Kevin Durant on the Suns. It still hasn't hit me yet. I guess because, well, number one, he hasn't played the game yet. But like, I remember him opting out. Like he tried to demand a trade during the offseason. It didn't happen because he signed a 4-year deal. Then they move on from Kyrie. Now they want to bring him over to Phoenix, Arizona, and they traded whoever they traded, right? I don't know how to feel about KD, bro. Like, the dude's a mercenary. Like, he's a hired for gun kind of player. Like, we're at a point where it's like, KD, it's time to pay up, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you one of those all-time NBA players. We all remember your rivalry with LeBron in the NBA Finals. We remember your history with Russ. We remember what you did in Golden State. But since you left Golden State, bro, I ain't gonna front. Like, you haven't really been doing much. I mean, you made it past the first round one time on the Nets, and lost the game 7 to Milwaukee. But other than that, you really haven't done nothing, bro. And it's to the point where I'm kind of confused where KD ranks in the scheme of things. Because every time they talk about the greatest of all time, you got MJ, you got LeBron, you got Magic, you got Kobe, you got Kareem, you got Will. The list goes on and on. They've been telling me for the longest that KD's a top 2 talent of all time. But yet he's not in the conversation with none of the real GOATs. So it makes me wonder, where's this guy ever going to rank when he retires? Like, where do you even put Kevin Durant, bro? So it just feels like we need to see more titles, more championships, more crowning moments. Like, I respect the fact that he won those 2 rings in Golden State, but those rings are getting old, bro. So we're going to see what he got to say. He finally taking a press on Suns. Let's see what this man got to say, man, because you opted out a 4-year deal. You ran before that ship sank in Brooklyn, man. Let's see what you do in Phoenix.
When are you going to take the court?
I answer the second part first. I don't know, but hopefully soon, hopefully you can feel my enthusiasm to get ready to get out there and play. But I'm gonna follow the training staff and go on the schedule that they got me on. So hopefully.
Hold on, KD, I got this, bro. Before we even get into this video, we thought KD and Kyrie was gonna be a problem. It really wasn't. Them boys played like 12, 15 games. They played like 70-something games together in 4 years. It just didn't mesh. Bro, KD and Devin Booker? I'm not even going to throw CP3 in there. He old as hell. Like, CP3 doesn't make a big 3. KD and Devin Booker? As a duo? Bro, I don't think we've ever seen anything like that. Like, we know Devin Booker could get you 70. He could get you 30 any given night. His safe spot is about 25. KD's a walking 30 piece. So you could get 60 points from these guys every night, bro. Yo, the NBA, and this is the thing with KD, he's such a great player. You could put this man on any roster and they instantly become a championship caliber team, bro. Any team. You give Devin Booker KD, I don't know how they don't come out the West.
Hopefully soon after break. But as far as Devin, it's just, he has a pure game. He can score from every area of the floor with efficiency. He's athletic, but he don't really show it a lot, but he can. Like last game, he had 2 dunks. It surprised me out of nowhere, even though I know he has that in his tool bag, but he's just such a quiet, efficient scorer, and he goes about his business on and off the court in just a mature manner. And I just wanted to be a part of it. I wanted to be a part of his journey and see, how good he can get from here. And, he's just one of those players that I really admire, and people are going to be doing classes on him once he's done playing. Like, you can learn so much from watching his game.
He nice, though.
Kevin, Shane Young with Forbes Sports. Welcome to the Valley. Do you think your defense still gets under-discussed being in, almost 2 decades in the NBA and people just still talk about your offense? Do you feel like that gets under-discussed, and how much do you think you're going to be able to contribute on that end for Monty and the staff?
I understand why. I can score the basketball. People like scoring, and defense is not the glamorous thing in the game. So, I understand why it may not be discussed as much, but my coaches and my teammates trust in me on that side of the floor, and I'm looking forward to adding that to this team. I see they do a lot of switching on some stuff, and they fight over a lot of screens. The stuff that I like to do, protect the rim and I think I add value to a team with my defense. And like I said earlier, I think my defense always feeds into my offense. So when I'm locked in on that end, I could be better on the other side.
Kevin, to your left, Chris Mannix with Sports Illustrated. Kevin, you were 18-2, the Nets were before your injury. I want to know, what was your reaction to Kyrie's trade request? Is there any part of you disappointed that you couldn't have finished what you started?
Yeah, I was upset that we couldn't finish. I thought we would have some good momentum. We were finally building the culture that we always wanted. I felt like every game we were building our chemistry. But I didn't know what was going on with Kyrie and his situation with the organization, so I didn't really focus on that. I only focused on what we were doing on the court, and it was a blow to our team. It just took away our identity. He was a huge, huge part of what we do. His game, he's a Hall of Fame player, a great, great player that can do everything on the floor, and we relied on that. So without him, we didn't have a clear identity. So that was tough for me to stomach, and I loved playing with those guys throughout the year. I felt like we had dudes that were stepping up and doing stuff that they didn't do on their previous team. So I enjoyed everything about it, and it was tough to not finish the season, but I just tried to move forward as quickly as I can and try to figure something out for myself, but also still focus on trying to rehab and get back. So it all happens.
Damn, Kyrie. You messed up. Like, yo, Kyrie, bro. You messed up a great thing. Like, you went from playing with Braun. That bothered you. You went to Boston. You had Tatum and Jaylen Brown up and coming. You messed that up. They give you Kevin Durant and James Harden. That ain't good enough for you in Brooklyn, and now you with Luka. And I look at KD, and KD's like, bro, if you guys could just last a season, if y'all could just go a season without any controversy and both of you guys go into the playoffs healthy, bro, there's no doubt Brooklyn possibly comes out the East. You guys are toxic together. And it's kind of like what KD's alluding to about the locker room and about on and off the court kind of issues like Kyrie. It's like, bruh, this dude just wants to hoop. And he has like the perfect, quiet superstar dude that just cares about ball, who's not in the limelight like that, even although he deserves it. Devin Booker's a silent superstar on some Kawhi shit, bruh, but younger. You know what I mean? And healthier knees. Like, KD and Devin Booker is going to be everything that Kyrie and KD should have been. Like, what are you doing with any of them? You're not double teaming Devin Booker no more, bro. You're just not happening. It's over.
So fast, but I'm glad it worked out this way.
All right, we'll do one final question. Kevin, right here, Colin Harmon, ABC 15 Sports. You came into the league at the tail end of the 7 seconds or less era, and all that talent was homegrown on that team. Now I look at the backdrop, and 2 of the 4 up there are future Hall of Famers that chose to want to come to Phoenix. I'm curious how maybe the evolution and the perspective among superstar players in the league about playing in Phoenix has evolved in your time in the league.
It's definitely evolved. I mean, I felt like once I got into the league, I came in 2007. Phoenix was always one of the top teams in the league. It only been a few years actually where they weren't one of the top teams. So they always had a solid team. Somebody always respected. And when you came in here, this was a battle. You know the crowd was going to be into it from the tip. And I think one of the best teams that, since I've been in the league was that team that didn't make the playoffs, that were like 45 and 37, I think, with the Twins and PJ Tucker. And I think that was one of the teams that really sold me on, like, all right, this is a destination to come play. This is a place that, they really get behind their team. So, and also just the style of play that team had, I feel like that's always evolved in the fast pace here in Phoenix. So that drew me here. You always keep an eye out on organizations and teams throughout the league, throughout your career. And this is one of the teams always, and one of the cities always respected. And, I'm glad I was able to come full circle, and I'm here now.
I ain't see this coming, bro.
Thank you
I ain't
for
seen Kevin
helping us
Durant
welcome Kevin
playing
Durant
for the
to the
Suns
Valley.
ever.
We ask that all fans make their way to the exit, and we hope to see
Kevin
you back here
Durant
tonight when the Suns
being
take on the Los
introduced
Angeles
as a
Clippers.
member of the Phoenix Suns. We have been following alongside you here from Salt Lake City, Utah. Chiney Agumike, Kendrick Perkins, Richard Jefferson. I'm Malika Andrews. There were so many things that KD said that stuck out to me. Namely, he got a little bit emotional, it sounded like, talking to Nick Friedel about his time in Brooklyn, and then now turning the chapter to some unfinished business it seems like he feels like he has, and trying to execute that with the Phoenix Suns. What stood out to you most, Chiney?
Why did he choose Phoenix? And I think we got the answer straightforward. It's because he wanted to align himself with guys that work. Talking about Chris Paul, we know he has a zero-tolerance policy for how he handles the game. Devin Booker and also DeAndre Ayton, those guys that have hard motors.
I just want to see his impact on DeAndre Ayton on the defensive side of things. Him and Claxton were doing their thing in Brooklyn. I want to see how him and DeAndre Ayton do on the defensive side.
No, I think it's amazing. You know, look, I'm glad that he said what he said. There was a lot of positives leaving Brooklyn, but one thing we know about Kevin Durant, he craves stability, he craves high-level basketball, and I think he's going to get that. But shout out to my guy, James Jones. His nickname is Champ for a reason. This man knows how to put together a squad. Respect.
Well, we have so many more. I have so many more thoughts, at least on this Kevin Durant press conference. We heard so many questions answered. We will get into all of that tomorrow on NBA Today, live from Salt Lake City. For now, we're going to send you over to this.
It's cold in here.
Hey, yo, Jefferson. Hey, yo. No man finna grab no other man beard. Not on TV. Yo, but like I said, bro, KD's going to have to answer for a lot of things, bro. Like, no one's accepting anything short of a championship in Phoenix. Like, they moved four first-round picks. What, 3 players, 2 players? Cornerstone pieces to their offenses, and I get it, bro. Like I always say, the team that gets the superstar in the NBA always wins the trade. It doesn't matter what the Suns really gave up for KD. They won the trade, bro. It's a superstar-driven league. You win with superstars. Superstars win championships. Like, as much as you want to sit here and talk about it's a collective bunch, it's a team, bro, what's a team without talent? And when you have the most talent or the best talent out of everybody else, like, the expectation is championship. You know what I mean? Like, never in a million years did I see him playing on the Suns, bro. Like, Kevin Durant is a Phoenix Sun, and he's playing with Chris Paul, Ayton, and Devin Booker. Man, just fill the roster with whoever. Put me on the bench, and we winning a title. Put me on the bench, bro. But, yeah, man, I'm going to holler at you guys for the next video. This was Kevin Durant's press conference for the Suns for the first time. We're going to get some getting used to, but, man, this West is stacked, bro. All that John Morant hoopla talking about he ain't worried about nothing but Boston, this, that, and the third. The West is stacked. Lakers is looking right. Dallas got Kyrie. Suns got KD. Nuggets are the #1 seed. It's some interesting times. Interesting times, man. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I rock with you for rock with me. Remember, subscribe is the vibe, man. Hit the subscribe button for more content. Your boy's on it. I'm consistent, man. Road to 4K, man. Mamba out.